Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here. And today I want to talk to you about one myth that you can just do a quick internet search and you're going to find lots of things on. That's calories in, calories out. And some people even teach this, but some people are really frustrated with this because again, it can get you started, but it doesn't necessarily get you healthy. And most of the times people aren't counting calories properly anyway. So again, I want to talk to you today about the myth of calories in, calories out, and why it doesn't work for most people long term, because there's so many things that can be going wrong, that they're out of order, and most of the time people think there's something wrong with them, that their bodies are broken, or it's all in their head, and they're actually eating less and less, and then they're gaining weight. They're still gaining weight. So today I want to talk to you about what you've heard me talk about before in the past, and that is the law of thermodynamics. Because thermodynamics don't lie, okay? And you've probably maybe heard the phrase before, but today I want to tell you about how it works with your 24-hour calorie expenditure, or what's known as energy balance. So, and some people label it calories in, calories out. So I want to break that down about what thermodynamics actually mean. And so when somebody mentions calories in, calories out, one way to express this is how much energy are you taking in? In other words, how much calories, how much food are you taking in versus how much food are you using and your body actually releasing as energy. So when we take in energy in the form of food and then we expend energy through activities like our basal metabolic rate and basal metabolic functions, your breathing, your blood circulating, your daily basic personal activity level, your exercise, how well you're hydrating, how your body's producing heat. That's what's called the law of thermodynamics. And so again, when we're talking about digestion and excretion, all these things play a part in how your body stores fat or releases energy or releases fat as food or fuel. So again, most of the time, calories in, calories out doesn't necessarily equate to body weight or body fat loss. So if we absorb more energy than we expend, normally we're going to gain weight. And if we absorb less energy than we expend, most of the time we will lose some weight. But this doesn't mean that we're getting healthy. This theory has been tested over and over and again, and researchers in so many different settings. I have seen so many different reports and studies. And again, what you have to keep in mind is that hydration and muscle weigh something. And when you're gaining healthy hydration and when you're gaining lean muscle, you're going to either gain healthy weight or you're going to maybe lose some body fat, but they may not equate to actual body weight loss. In other words, you can gain more healthy weight than you lose bad weight, which is perfectly okay because eventually it'll balance out to get to your normal scale weight range. But humans, beings, including us as health coaches, we cannot get rid of or get away from the law of thermodynamics. In other words, how do you have all these unexplained weight changes that, for instance, a lot of people say, Coach, I ate a big dinner, but when I woke up, I lost weight. Or I've been starving myself all week, and all of a sudden I get on the scale and I've gained weight. I mean, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason seemingly to what we're trying to accomplish when you're talking about energy in versus energy out, or calories in versus calories out. So a lot of people will talk about, well, what about the low carb doctor that says that it's all about insulin resistance, or it's all about hormonal imbalances, and that takes you got to take that into consideration for the equation. And by the way, excuse me, hormones do influence the proportion of lean mass and fat mass that you gain or lose, but they still don't invalidate. You've got to gain healthy hydration. You've got to gain lean muscle, because if you don't do that, then you're just going to be spinning and going on this circle of just weight loss, weight gain the rest of your life. So, but again, when I talk about today, I'm talking about the law of thermodynamics. And I want to try, hopefully give you an easy, quick way of understanding why a lot of people, even famous internet gurus and doctors, even they are confused about this many times, because they don't take into consideration the fact that getting healthy at a cellular level involves three components. It involves losing body fat. That's right, your body releasing stored fat as food or fuel. It involves gaining healthy hydration, your body, the ability to uptake healthy hydration. And it also involves gaining some lean muscle, which by the way is your secret to long-term metabolic boosting. So there's 3 components that most, even professional, like I said, gurus and people that are labeled as the top weight loss specialists in the world, they don't even talk about this. They don't even consider this as part of the equation that allows a person to get healthy at the cellular level. So there are some things that you can do, that you need to keep doing, that are going to really make the difference, not just in the short term, which most people are measuring their weight loss as either success or failure, but weight loss in the short term really has very little to do with cellular health. So I want to encourage you, stay the course, keep your foot on the gas. And there's one other issue, an area that you must address, and we're going to talk about more about this in the future, but you have to also understand what is your body is depleted of. What are the nutrients that your body is depleted of? And then also, what is the toxic load that your body's holding on to? So many people, even when they start LT360, see some great results and they start to feel better, but they hit these stopping points, or what we call set points, because there's some other underlying issues that we've got to get to. Most of the time it's nutrient depletion, or it is a toxic load. Their body's holding on to something. And most of the time that's heavy metals. And we can test for that now. We have an actual system now and a blood test, urine and hair analysis, that we can get straight to the point and know exactly what's going on with your body. And we can target that specifically with a nutrition protocol and a treatment protocol that we are seeing almost 100% success rates on, even those very difficult cases. So if that's you, reach out to us and I'll tell you about how we can get that done for you. And again, with our LT360 community, it's basically a pass-through. This used to be a test that costs $800 to $1,000. We can get this test ordered for you for a couple $100, $200 or $300, maybe even less than that, depending on where we go and how we get it done for you. But again, it's a pass-through cost. It's not, we're trying to make money. We want to show you exactly what's going on with your body. So if you're struggling in this area and you need some additional answers and help, we're seeing this by the hundreds now each week. Just hundreds of people are getting this test, which by the way is a 60 to 65 point panel, which most of your blood tests that you would get from your normal physician is going to be 20 to 25 points. In-depth 15-page report. It's the best I've ever seen. I've never had access to this type of information before in my whole career. And wow, what a difference it's making. So keep your foot on the gas, understand the law of thermodynamics, and if you need additional testing, you want to really find out what's going on with your body from the inside out, give us a call or reach out to us and we can tell you a little bit more about the nutritional panels and the blood panels that allow us to have toxicity reports as well as depletion reports. So God bless you guys. I hope this clears it up a little bit. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.